Good evening, everyone. Josh here from Not Pokejacks. Hope you had a terrific weekend. Excuse my raspy voice. I'm trying to get over a cold. Today, I want to talk about TCG Player and pricing. And what I mean by that is I had to do kind of like a social experiment. And not necessarily proud of it, but I had to see it for myself. Let's take this white flare Japanese booster box, for instance, right here, right? So I just sold the black bolt on TCG Player for $119. 119 $119. Granted, yes, I'm gonna lose a percentage of that, even after shipping. I made as much as I am selling it on my website. It just kind of blows my mind that somebody is willing to pay $119 plus tax, free shipping on that. Even after all that, even with shipping included, they were paying more than they would have paid on my website. So it's just kind of confusing to me. I don't know. Maybe it's a trust factor. I don't know. I had to test the social experiment out just to kind of see what happened. But yeah, literally put it on there for $119. I think that was the market price, give or take some dollars. I'm not 100% sure. Don't remember. I just say, wait, whatever the market was, I hit market. Maybe no, I didn't hit market. Whatever it was, I saw who it had. I was like, you know what? I'll do a dollar less. And I did a dollar less. I think it was like $119. And yeah, it sold for $119. Like I said, after the free shipping and TCG player fees, I still made more than I would have made on my website. And I'm selling it less on my website where I would have lost money. Not necessarily lost money, but compared to how much I just made on TCG player and how much I would have made on my website, I made money. It just kind of blows my mind. So I had to test the social experiment out. It's got to be a trust factor. TCG player. People don't know who I am yet. It just kind of blows my mind that somebody just paid $119 on TCG player for a Black Bolt Japanese booster box. Yeah, mind blown. Mind blown. TCG player is what it is. 904 Pokejacks is what it is. TCG player is this huge following. I don't, but it just kind of, I had to test the experiment out. Call me a bad guy, call me a bad person, whatever you might want to say, but I had to test it out, and no shit, it sold for $119. But we're going to get off that rant. ETBs, getting Ascended Heroes. Next thing, it's going to be a bundle. Has somebody post on there, hey, why is it so much? Well, go to the website, find out why is it bundled. So MSRP, $59.99 for the ETB. Yep, that is what MSRP is for it. And then I thrown in a 10 because I am getting a display of 10s. So to kind of, boost it up, hey, I'll put a 10 in there. And then I'm going to throw one of those, one of these awesome little nano Legos here that nobody buys. So I have to throw them in there. MSRP for those, believe it or not, it's $14. I'm just $9.99. So that's how you get $79.99 and shipping, right? So pretty sure if you take that $79.99 and you go look at the market price for one ETB, you're paying substantially a lot less with that whole bundle with the ETB and the 10 combined together. It's probably way more than the $79.99 price tag that everything has at MSRP. That's less than what you're going to pay on any TCG player. And I could be a complete dick and I can go to TCG player and make a lot more money, but then I would be totally going against what 904 Pokejack stands for. Anything I get from distribution, it's always MSRP. That was my promise when I got it. And now I'm starting to get allocations, so that's my continued promise to everybody that, hey, anything from distribution will be at MSRP. Any collections that I buy or any loose things I go buy from people, I try my best to give you the best discount I can based off of the price I pay for it. I try to shoot for 95, 90%. So you're paying 95. What I mean by that is you're paying 95, 90% of the market value. I try to buy 70, 75, 80. 85 is kind of my cutoff, and that's for really big things like these, or I like Final Fantasy. I don't even know if I'm going to sell that. I personally like that. I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, especially Final Fantasy VII. That will always be my favorite Final Fantasy. They just dropped these at Walmart. I bought a couple of those off some folks. Yeah, I don't go hunting. I don't got time for that shit. God bless them. There's people putting chairs out saying that's like a placeholder at 1 a.m. Hey, that was my placeholder. Well, if you're not, that blows my mind. If you're not sitting in the chair, buddy, that's not a placeholder. If I was sitting there and I walked up and I was waiting and I was going hunting and I saw a chair, this is what I would do to the chair. I'd throw it out of the way. And if somebody come and confront me, hey, that was my placeholder, I'm like, but you're not sitting in it. And, a chair is not a placeholder. I can put a damn chair anywhere and say that's my placeholder. Get real. Grow a pair of nuts. If you're going to go sit in the cold for product to drop to either hopefully it's for your personal collection. But hey, if you're getting it for your own personal gain to go resell it at marketplace, by all means, sit there like a man or a woman and wait it out and get your stuff. Don't be a whiny person and stick a chair there and be like, oh yeah, that's my placeholder, and you're not even there. Get real. Come on, people. We're getting ridiculous with this crap. Like, if you wanted that bad, just sit out in the freaking cold or rain, whatever. Bring a jacket. Heck, I've seen people bring a tent and put a heater in a tent and they pop it up right in front of the door. I've seen the videos. It's hilarious. I mean, but hey, there are people out there that are in the hobby to collect or in the hobby to rip. And there's definitely people out there that are just doing it to resell, which is fine. Hey, by all means, do you, boo boo. I always say it. I try to be moral as I can be, especially running a business, putting stuff on YouTube, just trying to be a moral person and support the hobby the best you can. I have kids, so I try to be moral. Hey, if I was a parent, I'd want to go be able to get product for my kids too. So that's just kind of how I look at it. I may be wrong, I may be right. Call me what you want to call me. I do have some morals and ethics. Maybe is the way I was brought up. I don't know. But the way I run my business is anything from distro, MSRP. I don't even give my own kids an opportunity to buy anything, or I'll buy them a Lego. I just haven't got enough of like Pokemon products to. Hey kids, here's some stuff I got from distro. Let's buy it. Not that's not the goal of the business. My goal of the business is expand, get bigger. Yep, I have kids. It sucks. Trust me, I wish I can buy everything I get from distro and give it to them, but that's defeats the purpose of this business, right? It's the opportunity to get you guys the opportunity to get product at MSRP in the best way I could possibly can with the amount that I'm getting in. Like I said, yes, I'm getting to send it here ETBs. Release date is February 20th. Now, will I get them on February 20th? We'll see. Everything I've gotten from distro has not been on time. Either it's just a shipping delay, whatever the case may be. But whenever I get them, I'll make some sort of video. Probably do what I did last time, do it on a weekend at a random time, maybe in waves, so it gives people opportunity. Heck, I might even change it up. It might just be the case of ETBs, meaning one per person, and then the tens one per person. I don't know. Try to give as many mouse feeds as I can and break it up in waves. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to do it yet. I'm just trying to give everybody an opportunity to get something, hopefully for the hobby, whatever you're doing. Like I said, no hate, no discontent. Whatever you do you, boo boo. Like I said, you're a collector, you're an investor, you're a rip and shipper. You're selling, you buy it to go resell it. Hey, I get, I'm the bad guy, the hero. I don't know what you want to call me. Hey, let's offer you some MSRP that I'm hoping that you're not going to go resell, but like I said, no hate, no discontent. Do you, boo boo? Do what makes you happy. Make your money. Tough times in this world. As I said, I promise you, distro MSRP. I won't charge $1 more over MSRP. With that, still blown away. TCGPlayer, $119. Gloria Team Rocket, it's way up there in the price charts right now. Even in Japan, like even for me to buy a booster box of Gloria Team Rocket, it's like $102. I had to look and see what it was on TCGPlayer selling for right now. I sold a box of, I think, Gloria Team Rocket for $99. And if you use promo code TRGA, you get an additional 5%. You're saving money. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to do what I can for the hobby and not go bankrupt. Make a little bit to keep on growing and expanding. Stay on the lines of my principles. That's the goal. Is not to be greedy. Stay true to my principles and my beliefs and what 904 PokeJack stands for. But I wish y'all nothing but the best. Y'all have a great Taco Tuesday tomorrow, and I'll be chatting with you again. 904 out.